Hello, welcome. It's Liz from West Star Tarot, and today I'm here to talk to you about the Magician. This is a VR to Masha at Musings by Masha, and I am responding to her tag Top Tarot Trumps, where we'll be taking a journey through the major arcana over the course of 2024, starting with the Fool, which I did a week or two ago, and talking or showing, sharing our favorite cards from each of the majors. So I wanted to start off today just showing a representation from of the Magician from each of the sort of major schools of tarot, starting with the Tarot de Marseille, and this is this is the Jean Noblet, and then this is an Il Meneghello deck. And these representations or portrayals of the Magician show the Magician in more of his, as Masha called it, crafty representation, or trickster, huckster, confidence man, con man kind of. I really like this one because I mean, you can walk down the streets of lots of cities and see folks out there playing this game on and are trying to pull this hustle off on you. You see it, and it's like they put the coin or the ball under one of the cones and move them all around, and then you put money down. You've watched, you know for sure, oh, this is a sure win. Ha, no it isn't. So we still see that trickster magician on the streets of many cities to this day. Here's Rider-Waite-Smith. This is the hoi polloi, and it's kind of a stripped down version. But I thought it was interesting that the Il Meneghello one has that same famous posture, the hermetic as above, so below. But we can really see it here in the Rider-Waite-Smith. And then this is from the Star Tarot, but it's based on the Frida Harris, the Thoth representation. And this guy looks very, very different from this guy. So we can see the evolution of this representation of the Magician from back here to here. And it's quite a change. But I think we'll see as we go through the majors that, many of the archetypes of the majors have multiple personalities or representations. All right, so now I'm moving on to some of my favorites. This one is from Witch Sister by Julia Jeffrey. This is new to me, and I think it just came out in December, this deck. And I love this. So Julia talks in the guidebook about how in Scotland, the stag is seen as a magical being. And we can see these antlers are sort of as above. And then she said, he's grounded into the earth with his hooves as the so below. So I think that's a beautiful, this is a really shiny deck. A really beautiful representation of the Magician. And then from one of my favorite decks, this is the Magician from the Tarot de Saint Croix, which is by Lisa de Saint Croix. And one of the things I love about this card so much is the colors. It's not even so much the Magician himself as it is, I just love the bright orange and then the yellow and then this yellow and orange and pink and peachy color. And I love how he's like channeling the tarot cards. And these, I think these are the aces. Yeah, these are the aces. So these are his his tools, the wand, the cup, the sword, and the pentacle. But Lisa has represented them through the aces of her deck. This one is from New Era Elements by Ellie Piper, and it is called the Magus. And this has more of the huckster, con man, trickster vibe to it. I love this card. We do see the Lemniscate up there, but this guy is ready to sell you anything that you will pay him money to buy. And so I feel like that's really an interesting take on the card. And it's more reflective of the older Tao de Marseille and the Italian decks. But look at him. And Ellie says in the guidebook that all these things that he's selling represent the 4 elements. So earth, air, fire, water. This is my all-time favorite magician. It's from Daughters of the Moon by Fiona Morgan and a collective of artists. It's called The Witch. Can you see it? Yeah. The Witch. And this is definitely a representation showing power and manifestation and intention. And so the witch is performing a magical spell, a magical act. She's got her wand. She's got the fire. She's got the water. She's standing on the earth, and then you can't really see it, but around her belt is a sword. And I love seeing this because I like seeing the power of this, the manifestation, the as above, so below, the channeling of the energy that this woman, this witch, is doing, and the power that she has, the magical power. And I am using this card this year to remind me that I am a powerful witch and that I can work magic, because boy, here in the United States this year, all of us are going to need to do the magic that is going to be necessary to, influence the outcome of the elections. So this, I think, is a beautiful card, and I love it. And then finally, from World Spirit Tarot, the Magician. And I saved this one for last because I feel like, another shiny deck, I feel like he's a combination of the trickster or the crafty one and the more metaphysical Golden Dawn representation. He is juggling all of the elements. You can see that. He's got kind of the fancy outfit on that we see with the, where's that Thoth one? We see the ceremonial fancy outfit on at first glance. But if we look closely, we can see he's got bare feet, his pants are too short, and they're ripped here in the knee. So if we look at, this part, we think, oh, he's prosperous, he's successful. But then we realize, oh, wait a minute, maybe not so much. Maybe he's just trying to pull us in and suck us in and work his magic on us to, to get us to pay him money for whatever it is he's trying to sucker us anyway. So that's the World Spirit Tarot, and I wanted to just read from the book here. Something I thought was interesting. The magician channels spiritual energy. Through his contact with the divine, he can access immense power and creativity. He uses the symbols of each suit as tools in order to access in order to access their elemental powers. He directs these energies consciously through the use of his will. The will is a mighty force that can create and transform situations. It is so profound that it is indeed magical. In a reading, this card counsels you to take an active, engaged, and exploratory approach to life. With focused attention and clear intention, your power to manifest is unlimited. So I think that touches upon a lot of what we think about when we think about a more modern day interpretation of the magician. Manifesting our intentions, focusing our will, and creating magical results. So those are my favorite magicians. Tell me about yours. Who do you think most represents the energy of the magician? And I'll probably say this for each of the majors, but thank you, Masha, for starting this tag. It's a lot of fun, and it gets me thinking about each one of the majors, the archetypes. I've been reading, about the Fool and now the Magician, and next week I'll start researching the High Priestess. So it's a lot of fun, not only to think about what my favorite majors are, but just kind of revisiting the texts and the meanings, and thinking about how I maybe used to look at the meanings of these cards, and how I've evolved and how I interpret them as I've kind of grown and changed as a tarot reader. Peace and blessings to you all.